the United States of America. That is my husband.
Okay,
yes.
How about the location?
I have no knowledge of the location. I have no context for the location. I know nothing about the location.
If you were informed that that's on Mr. Epstein's plane, that...
Would you like her to speculate based on
No,
your...
ma'am, if you let me ask the question. If you were informed that was on Mr. Epstein's plane that is known to have frequented not only the island but other locations where sexual abuse, horrific sexual abuse occurred, would you have any questions about those photos and who's in them?
Objection. Calls for speculation. States facts, not in evidence. I'm not instructing you not to answer.
Well, no, I'm not going to speculate. I'm not going to.
Do you know the names of any of the young girls in those photos with your
Faces
husband?
are blacked out, Congressman.
I understand that. But the photos are out there.
But are you saying she should be able to know who individuals
No, I think
are
what I'm
and
saying is that
the photos are blacked?
what I'm saying is that in a normal relationship, you would probably ask the person that you're sleeping with who that person in the photo is.
There were so many things that I would like that to stay. I'd like that to stay on the record. Thank you.
A question in which you could give a factual answer.
Would be helpful.
Are you aware of a single misstatement of fact from any person who you know or believe to be an Epstein victim?
I have got no.
This girl translated some Indian comments on posts about Epstein. Oh my god.
So
Yeah.
the answer would be no.
I don't know. I have no way of
Just
knowing.
don't mischaracterize her statements.
Are you aware that your husband's name is noted multiple times in the Jeffrey Epstein flight logs?
I think everyone knows that he flew on Jeffrey Epstein's plane, as did many other people, inclling Donald Trump.
Understood.
Yeah. So did Donald Trump. Yeah.
Did you
We'll get to
ever
him.
discuss that fact?
We're trying to establish that all of you suck.
I don't recall. I mean, I've talked about it with my lawyers and others assisting in my.
Let's see. Sawadee Krap. Okay, Kappen Kappen. Bye-bye. A lot of people would do it if they had the money and connection Epstein had. You think so? I don't know. I don't know about that. This guy was like heavily into like eugenic stuff, and he believed that his bloodline was a superior thing that needed to be used to help seed the fucking royal families, the human race, and all this other stuff. So they're like, there's a lot of weird shit in those files. The more you look, the fucking weirder it gets, man. It gets really
Are you
crazy.
aware of the allegation?
It gets really weird, really crazy.
The allegation does exist in the record. Is that something you're curious about?
I have no awareness of it.
Holy shit, they give you so little meat in this bitch.
Thank you, ma'am.
Next questioner, Ms. Bogert from Colorado.
Ms. Clinton, Madam Secretary, what we said on the record today, are you under oath?
I am.
Okay. Have you ever lied while being under oath?
I have not.
Have you ever lied in a deposition?
I have not.
Thank you. Have you ever transmitted any information to Epstein or Ghislaine Maxwell about the United States government?
I have not.
As has been mentioned many times here today, Bill Clinton flew on Epstein's plane at least 26 times, multiple international trips from 2002 to 2003, often with Maxwell. When and how did you first learn of these trips, and did you discuss them or review them with him prior to taking the trips?
It's a compound question. I'm going to object to the latter part of it.
Oh my god. If they ever ask anything even close to like some real meat and potatoes shit, like I object to the line of questioning. It's multi-part, it's problematic. Like whenever they're asking multi-part questions about other shit, it was totally fine. Like
A number of different planes.
Oh my
by
God.
A number of different people, and I I don't recollect having conversations about the planes. We talked about the work. We talked about the meetings that he had. We talked about his efforts to try to persuade countries to invest in low-cost
And
AIDS
did you
drugs.
discuss who
That's
you would
what
be
we talked
traveling
about.
with?
I did not. I don't have any recollection of that.
Ms. Clinton, when did you first learn that your husband was spending time extensively with a registered sex offender?
He did not after, he was convicted years after Bill stopped having any.
Were there any activities that raised any red flags to think that he could be charged of sex crimes during the time
Are you
that
asking if she
Clinton?
has awareness?
Yes.
Of Jeffrey Epstein?
Of any red flags being brought to your awareness, to your family's awareness, while your husband was spending time with Jeffrey Epstein?
I have no recollection of anyone bringing any red flags to me.
Have any of the victims of Epstein or Maxwell ever reached out to you in any way?
And it is exactly as I called it more than a month ago. The preview of what you're going to hear from the Clintons. I don't recall, I don't recall, I don't recall, I don't recall, I don't recall. They said, like, let's have this hearing, let's make it public, the public deserves to know, everyone needs to hear it, da, da, da. And then they sit down